And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episode on Liverpool Daily transfer news going around Liverpool Football Club as well. But if you're new around here, welcome. Hopefully every single one of you is having a quality weekend. We're still amazingly excited off the back of yesterday's result. And David Moyes, the absolute football genius that he is, with West Ham. What a game. So I've done a video yesterday. If you want to check that out, obviously post-match reaction, and every single one of you can get involved and your thoughts on the match. What a game. Obviously we moved to second, but obviously United won today, sadly. But that was a cracking game as well. And just this weekend's, all the footy is being absolutely amazing. Obviously AS Roma are playing, I think it was AC Milan later tonight at 8 PM, so if you want to check that out, that'll be a cracking game at the top of Serie A. Final PSV, I was watching a bit of that as well today. Cracking game, obviously the City match against Arsenal. Arsenal Fan TV should be decent later tonight, everyone, so turn over to that after you watch this. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining me. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, get involved. I love talking to every single one of you in the comment section below. But have a quality weekend after this. You finish watching this, let me know what you're doing. But frankly, I've got obviously two stories originating from Paul Joyce's article. He done them late yesterday night. Obviously, in terms of, obviously, as you can see from the thumbnail, Jorginho, obviously the Italian defensive midfielder. I'll be talking slightly on what he's had to say in terms of that potential deal. And obviously, Alisson Becker, I've got the latest. Paul Joyce has talked about that as well. So, and quickly to conclude, I've got a little bit of Liverpool-related news as well. The result from, obviously, the under-23s, I'll tell you about that now. But let's get straight into, obviously, the Jorginho potential transfer. It came out last night from Paul Joyce in the Times. One of the most reliable Liverpool journalists, obviously, as we all know, has outlined who Klopp is eyeing up with a new number 6, very much in the manager's thinking. Jorginho is named as Klopp's prime target, but Joyce admits the biggest downside to pursuit is that it would be obviously the first choice signing for most of the elite sides in the European game. Obviously, a 26-year-old obviously plays for Italy for obviously the national team, Brazilian born, but obviously he's opted to play for the Italians. So if anyone's seen a bit of him play, obviously Napoli have played against City in the Champions League this season, and it's still obviously in the Europa League. I don't know if they got knocked out, but if anyone's seen this lad play, get involved, because I watched the Our Classic YouTube highlights. From what I've seen, really, I do really like the looks of him. Obviously 26, he'll be going into his prime years. If whoever gets him, he's a deep line midfielder. But what I loved when I watched the YouTube videos, I know it's YouTube videos, but it's his vision and creativity. When you see him, he's very much a forward-thinking player. He very much can thread a pass through about 5 players. He has got that ability. Always time on the ball, very much two-footed, really, as well. But I cannot actually wait for this. If anything comes of it, it'd be interesting. But Paul Joyce, as we all know, he's very much a reliable journalist. He's one of the best out there. But I'll leave the story and everything in the description so you can check it out in the full extent once you've finished watching this video. But obviously, let me know your thoughts on that. If anyone's seen the lad play, get involved in the comment section below. But this would signal alarm bells, obviously, if it is true what Joyce is saying, to the current position in which Jordan Henderson has in Liverpool Football Club's side, really. The captain of Liverpool Football Club, but it's what side of the fence you're on in terms, because Henderson is very much loved by Liverpool's fan base, but everyone's like, it's either side. We back every single one of our players, but it's question always gets asked to Henderson, is he at the top end of real world-class quality in which Liverpool need in that position? So let me know, get involved. But going into the next story, Alisson Becker, obviously the Brazilian goalkeeper for AC Milan. Paul Joyce has talked about this story in particular as well. He goes on to say, as well as the interest in Jorginho, the Reds are said to be keen on bringing in a new goalkeeper. Obviously, as you see, Simon Mignolet will move on at the end of the season, as well as a replacement for Felipe Coutinho. So obviously, we all know this is basic, what we all know, but it's great that it's being confirmed by Paul Joyce. But he goes on to say, in terms of the Alisson deal, Roma stopper Alisson has been mooted as the main target to challenge Loris Karius next season. This is it. But Paul Joyce says that Liverpool have backed out of the chase for the signature for the time being. That he doesn't say completely come out of the race, but at the minute, as Joyce is saying, Liverpool have backed out in terms of his position. I've seen Alisson Becker play about a couple of times this season, not a lot. I think I've watched him about 2 times. When we were against, I forgot who it was, but the one match I did watch, I think it was like last week. He's very much a loud, very, very loud keeper. He's one of those shouting goalkeepers, which you might be like, oh, most keepers do shout, but in terms of his negotiating and in terms of his communication with his defence, that's something when I look at Simon Mignolet, yeah, sometimes he does talk, but not necessarily properly talks to a defence in terms of obviously positioning the back line. So let me know your thoughts on Alisson Becker. He's a tall lad, he's very tall, but from what I've seen and what everyone's been talking about, this lad, Roma, will be like, I think I read somewhere where the Roma director this week, he was something relating it to the Salah deal. The Roma are like looking what Salah is doing at Liverpool, and they're like, oh, we could have slightly got a bit more, but obviously that was the set price when Liverpool did buy Salah. So they might be trying to push the deal up if Liverpool do eventually go in for Alisson Becker, in terms of, obviously, I think they're looking around about 50 to 60 million, which is madness for a goalkeeper, but that is today's market. But concluding on, obviously, the last 2 stories, obviously, Liverpool's under-23s won tonight. Get in, boys. Tom Solanke, the absolute legend, he got a hat-trick against Stoke in the, obviously, young under-23s FA or Carling Cup, one of the competitions anyway. But it's great to see Dom banging them in. Obviously, I think Joe Gomez played in this match as well, even rightly so. But if anyone watched the match, get involved. If anyone stood out in that match, I didn't get a chance to watch that, but that's cracking that we see in the young Reds obviously getting favoured on in competitions. That's very key in what we need as well. And City concluding obviously on Manchester City. Hats off to Manchester City. It was a fantastic game to watch. They absolutely dominated. The golfing class between City and Arsenal is ridiculous. If anyone's watched that match, you're just looking and you're like, it's not a problem of Arsene Wenger. I think it's a lot bigger problem than just Arsene Wenger and blaming the manager. But yeah, that's off the City won the first cup of the season, really, without counting obviously the Carling Cup. Not Carling Cup, the Community Shield. No one counts that really. But yeah, thank you very much everyone. It was only a short one, but I'll be back tomorrow for another news story. And everyone, have a quality weekend. Enjoy the rest of the footy. Obviously, you got the Napoli game on if you're watching it. Hopefully the upload doesn't take that long, but it might already be on, so switch over and watch that. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Have a quality weekend, and yeah, up to Reds, get in. I cannot wait, obviously, for the Newcastle game. I've got my pre-match show coming up this week, so get involved. Hit your notifications tab on so you don't miss a thing. But yeah, up to Reds, and thank you very much, everyone, for joining. See you later. Ciao.